Diego si Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Normally.
Venor
Is
established what I'm seeing
Viper as
here,
well
unless they want to
feminine in
sack the lane.
Spanish?
To me, she is.
Bat Rider, there's a little bit of control, something to heavily punish the Cold Embrace of the Wyvern. Something that can easily jump this Zeus in fights, drag a Monkey King out of his arena. Or Wukong, sorry. I quite like the idea of that. Of course, because different positions, yada yada, but, you know, kind of the same thing. 3 heroes currently top, actually. It's Flea and Pingu now will show as they look for first blood here onto Sunlight. Rise is opening it up there with the Boundless Strike. Who doesn't quite have the reach here for the auto attacks, and Sunlight will manage to evade him here. No,
nice,
actually, Flea secures it, dives tower over it, and will die to the Warden. It is going to be first blood for Flea.
Can we check fight recap for a second?
Yeah.
Look how much physical damage that Zeus did. 543. Oh, just auto attacks, man. That's impressive. He was really committing. Zeus base stats are actually incredible. Sorry, I was so excited about the Zeus. Zeus base stats are actually pretty good, so he just literally chased them down with the auto attacks. Well done. Good first blood. And now you mitigate the fact that Sunlight died bottom.
Yep.
Sorry, that monster died bottom.
Oh, there's a Primal Spring top with level 2. Rises. Doesn't have a bound. It is Zeus Flea walking around here, just zapping couriers.
It does feel like his hero. If you told me someone was like walking around shirtless on the street, carrying like a cosplay of Zeus, I imagine Flea would be the person.
Yeah, I can see it. Top lane, supported. Might be in for a bit of a rough time here. He's focused down. Boundless Strike for Rises for the bonus damage as he also connects it up.
Honestly, she has Fairy Fire, Magic Stick Doso chasing after her with only level 1 Lightning Bolt. Seems pretty useless.
And good for him not to chase the middle of missing ping from Soul. Just kind of letting Flea know that there's probably a Void Spirit trying to kill you. Realm, I will say, I kind of do like Axes generally against Sedusa because she is very slow and she just kind of stands there in lane. Monster is here. Black Soul counter-rotating. They do get off the Stone Gaze right at level 6 with Soul will silence her. There's going to be the roar now as Monster screams louder than the Medusa in lane. And that is going to be a quick high 5 and a quick double kill for Black Soul.
Really good rotation by the Puck here. Puck has to take advantage of this moment where a tower, so there's no competition here. You kind of have to defend bottom if you want to make sure that this trade goes your way. Flea's starting to run away with the Bat Rider. There's a Dream Coil used. He breaks the coil. I guess he just wants to die here. He will. Soul's dead. Flea somehow alive. This is the jump actually helping him out as Annihilate's forced to use all of his mobility to kill him. We still have the Illusory Orb available here to search after Annihilate. But he does have infused raindrops. There's no jaunt onto the orb. And I'll let him go.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hard curse and a Wukong's command. They're fine with this, I think.
I agree. I think that's actually an interesting play because obviously one of your biggest weaknesses as a KBU is my Bat Rider can't push and the enemy team has a Beastmaster, right? But you managed to equalize that with Shaman to a degree and with Display particularly. So now it feels like the map is much more even between them, even with a Zeus in the map. And I don't think this tier 1 top is something you want to commit for. I also don't think it's that valuable because you're not the best triangle taking team, right? You have a couple of Zonat skills, it's fine, but your team fight is not considerably better than KBU, that you can just force triangle fights all the time.
Warden is blink.
Rises.
Onto Rises.
They need some help from Rises.
Zeus. Oh, and they didn't control Rises, so he might just walk away from this.
Thunder God's Wrath, Dream Coil on top of that, Rises. He's gonna die in the Firefly, but at least they get a couple of counter kills, 3 to be exact. And now Sunlight could be in trouble himself. They just burst him down in a matter of seconds. Flea with the impact the 4 Zeus tends to have in the very early game.
Yeah, and that's going to be the kind of panic, the panic lasso. Deuce is going to be mighty interrupted now as they get a decisive team fight win top lads and Wraith Pact here on Dawnbreaker. So still some very good healing coming through, but you know, the Axe giving you the miss rate in Solar Guardian does make life difficult for him. That's Celestial Hammer used and unfortunately wasted in this game. Dawnbreaker, who is going to die there in the Nimbus, will likely be here at tier 2 tower in favor of Alpha. KBU, they don't really have the wave, they don't really have the tower push to exchange. And actually Alpha, they think that KBU are going to bring a fight to them. They're not completely wrong about that.
Rises, got Hex though. And there's a Shackle still available. Okay, there's the Buck, making sure Shackles doesn't happen. Shaman's dead, but we still have Sunlight coming in with the lasso. Thanks to the Snakes, Rises could still die here. The Hammer will make sure this happens. Sunlight makes it out alive thanks to his BKB. Puck not caught in the 8th Remnant. Yes, no Blink Dagger before he comes out of the phase shift, which means he's gonna stun. And that Soul once again dying.
Wow. Veins pouring.
Longly.
Yeah, they take a sip of this coffee and go, sorry, friendo. And they might have to do that now to the Deuce.
They don't want to deal with Realm first, trying to kill his teammates, but
Soul.
it's actually going to be Soul who dies first. Realm, low on mana, but Rises doesn't have his ultimate here, so have to be a little bit careful. The spells is that Jingu Mastery, as Rises gets one last stun before he can retreat here. But the 8th Remnant will hit him, actually, and Island continuing his fight. Pingu might just be able to save him using the Cold Embrace to heal him back up. But Rises gets stunned as soon as he comes out of the Cold Embrace. With set up for the Firefly,
Okay.
Rises will lose his first life. Got a little bit cocky
got
here.
Wukongs.
Can they save him? Rise doesn't have BKB, so he's done for. Apparently, Lasso will keep him controlled.
Wow.
Rise is done. And they just went a little bit too far there. It's okay to go comment on this. Stop naming things after food if they're not food. I feel like cakes is very confusing. I just want to point it out.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
How many urinal cakes have you devoured in your life, Alvaro? Do we need to have a talk?
More than 0, I will say.
Okay, this is bold. I guess not,
And
really.
kill, good kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jawbreaker didn't really do anything. Nimbus stops as well. Starbreaker, she could be in trouble. SeekNStrike used though to get a little bit more HP, and now the Puck is the one who might just die. Good phase shift. He stalls the Waning Rift. Can they guess that simulate? They
Nice.
cannot. As Soul is capable of blinking away inside his phase shift. It has no TP of another core.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, honestly, assuming he can get a little bit more mana, yeah, he needs that soul booster there to get that one going. Oh, but they've got the Monkey King. They're dragging the
That's huge.
chicken through the snakes. He's actually quite tanky, though, but how tanky can he really be? Pops the
Oh,
BKB. As they turn, they've already murdered both supports. In Sunlight, he will fall just as fast
What?
thanks to the refresher of Flea. What a turn.
That is wild. Wow. Usually in games when a hero becomes too... Oh, well, Monster is in a similar position, but I don't think he's as strong as the Monkey King, but he's going to run out with a BKB. So usually in games, there's like a turning point where a hero just becomes a little bit too powerful, right? Obviously, if Heaven Salvador a Monster as well, that's going to be pretty big. Oh, Roar. Just going for the Dusa. Ryzen just sets up the move up command. They use all the damage with the Dusa. Dusa, she can't get away. She's just stunned forever. She's dead. Rises might get stunned here for the Dawnbreaker. I don't think he cares too much. In fact, the Pokies just destroy him. But Rises being dragged out of his Wukongs. The Cold Embrace will save him for now. He stun gauges as well, but he can't get away from
They
this.
have
Need some
shackles.
sort of force staff.
They have
I
shackles.
think Rises is going to die twice.
Yep.
Flame break behind, shackles, and Rises is very tanky.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately not tanky enough.
Nope, can't get through the balance. And speaking of tanky, Realm was very tanky. He kept the entire enemy team at bay, basically all by himself. Pardon me, that'll allow KBU to cancel the TP here from Flea. I think he was facing towards the lady who sings, not his Dusa. Monster. He's got a haste, but Soul, maybe the haste won't save him. No, he's fine. He'll get away. Okay.
Yeah, I feel a moment where you fall off. Like, Monkey King will always be good against Dusa. And here we see it, by the way. Pingu discovers this. Okay, Thunder God tries to get vision. They already killed the Warden, by the way. As Thunder Command gets set up on the Dusa. No Stone Gates just yet. Can they take away our mana in time? They're trying their best. They will. No, Stone Gates just barely came out. So Rice will be turned to stone. However, Monkey King is walling up on Dusa. And Realm will be finished off. No buyback this time. As the poor Dawnbreaker will also fall. Alpha takes down 3. And I think it should be game.
Yeah, that looks really, really good. Stone Gaze did come out, but all that really did was, it called out all the NFT fans, and a bunch of people with monkey profile pictures showed up in the mentions there of the Dusa. That did not look good for her, unfortunately. Rises, I mean, he is just way too strong at this stage. He spawns more statues when he's still standing still. He's got a massive ring around him. That's a big jump, big commitment. Blown up already. Sunlight, and there's going to be the roar and probably the game. GG forced out from the Warden. KBU are going to fall in game number 1. Alpha up 1-0. Great game out from
Did you see what happened? There was actually the Hawk was sent to him as he blinked. Not on purpose.
Oh,
just
really?
Kind of chance. Yeah, that's why he got stunned as soon as he went to. I'm assuming he had some sort of plan there, but it didn't work out because Hawks can't be disjointed for whatever reason. Those guys, they hone in on you, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
the Zeus can escape him. Clockwork is too tanky. Cogs annoy him. Immediate Weaver pick. Like, look at this. It's just, this draft is uncatchable, dude.
Yeah. Weaver, another one of these heroes that plays well with vision, right? He gives even more vision to his own team using the Swarm, right? Kind of
And the final point is, there's multiple heroes in this game that can build Lotus Sword. Like, from Clockwork to Beastmaster, and they don't really care about build. Like, it's not a bad build. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to do this.
Oh,
They got Soul, though.
First Blood? Yeah, First Blood. And into the hands of Annihilate. Very good start for them.
That's the best thing they can do if they can, unless Rises also wants to commit suicide.
sorry, just trying to figure this out. It's,
Oh, Rise is this gonna commit suicide?
Oh, maybe, actually.
Yep. Yeah, let's go, guys, you know? Why die once when you can die twice?
Yeah, Realm.
Really.
Yeah, they sent through the wash here and might even be killed. As Realm's going to close the gap with the Omni Slash. Not a whole lot of damage here. They've got the spin to follow up. Lee as well soaking up some damage. Well, maybe he's thinking about going for the boar. He's got a taste for that. Maiden has a taste for tanking tier 1 towers, and she can't really stomach too much, but that's a really good amount of damage there onto Flea, actually. Look at the frostbite. Not enough to kill him, but does threaten him, and that'll probably just force him out of lane. Good D ward though.
Bingo at least stops the last hit from the Starbreaker. They want to go for Sunlight once again. Rises though. He knows once the Swarm is off, he's not going to deal too much damage to this Dawnbreaker. There's a Magic Wand still on Sunlight, and Rises is forced to retreat.
Yep.
So, in the bottom play, that was weird. If you
Corrosion now.
Yeah, once you get Maelstrom, you honestly could rotate the Weaver, and with a single Swarm, Maiden dies.
Yeah. And that was mighty close as well. Maiden is going to die to basically anything. If anyone sneezes on her, I think she'll... Oh, there they go. Zeus sneezed.
The sneeze.
Yep. Sorry.
And Soul, he still has the potential kill on the Warden, but they actually see Jug under tower. I don't know if Realm should be here. We have Hookshot on Clockwork. We do not just yet, so Realm can technically still Blade Fury TP, use the healing ward first. You gotta break it first. Realm still has the Omnislash as well, but Soul's just fighting him head on here. Should realize there's some sort of healing ward around, because Realm has way too much healing.
Yeah, nice job hiding that in the trees though. And also there's a healing ward aura buff that you can see on the hero, so.
Yeah. Try watching in Italian. You know there's many languages in the world, Richie, my friend.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That is true. And the
That's
last,
why you don't translate the anime.
I only speak about 1.5. Rises.
The half is the English word.
Oh, this in the jungle. Hookshot is
Hookshot.
good. Maybe enough to save Soul, but no. The
Nice
shard
scatter blast.
line there for the Warden is going to condemn him, as well as even now Pingu will fall to the freezing field. Not really much Monster could do there, except maybe feed his jungle creep. Okay, Zeus ulti for the vision. Dawnbreaker's a little lazy. She's going to ult on over there, while Realm is going to simply Omni Slash and get a kill onto Monster. Rise is caught. Doesn't have Linkens up anymore, and he's just dead.
Mate. First off, I had Magic Wand there before he time-lapse, and BKB kind of shows the domination game like this. How confident this
Oh
feels
yeah,
as well.
this is going to be a very fast road here between Modesto, between now level 3 Little Shredder. It's looking good for now. Alpha, they might know what's going on, especially now with the Rocket Flare they know. Hookshot is going to be available in 25 more seconds. They have caught Soul, but the follow-up's not exactly there. They do have the Acceptor to silence him up. Soul gonna go for a quick little snag, but it's gonna be Realm who still gets the Aegis, and the kill goes to Radiance, but they will at least get to do the Maiden. Kisses now is gonna stop Realm in place, and there's Solar Guardian as well connecting onto nothing. Not too bad here from Alpha, who continue to poke and prod into the Roche pit.
Yeah. Lost Aegis still, but they can kill Snapfire here, so good. Look, he's even marking
Look,
away.
they're smoking on it. He's like, come on guys, I'm ready to fight, let's go. I mean, Clockwork is one of these heroes where if you're not being able to play aggressively and utilize your vision, right? If you're using Rocket Flare to farm, you feel like a Warlock who just like wants to use his ulti but can't, so he just like heals people all game. Very similar to Clock, who gets a good ward up. They're accuracy on Island. There they go! Off of the Orchid into the Remnant Bomb. The heals from Sunlight are not nearly enough, but he's going to be able to at least once again bash Pingu in for, I think I got 5th kill onto him. Soul has been stunned once, but has the BKB as the Warden is going to die here. To the Sakuchi damage of Rises. Soul's going to BKB. Rises stunned there by the Starbreaker, but they're onto the Maiden, who is going to go to one last right-click. Roar as well onto Realm. Has no more Aegis, falling quickly to the right-click damage, and he's dead. Sunlight, the last member alive here. Rises might go diving a bit further because he's got Rod of Aegis, can hold down Sunlight, who has to use BKB just to run, and even then, might not get him out. No. Celestial Hammer is going to be okay. And he 14-0. What?
Zone cooldown. Sure. Next level.
Nice Roche scout here by Alpha, who again have the superior vision control. They've got the Hawks online. No dive bomb shard quite yet, though. Sir, give you off. Has the opportunity for a roar, but he's going to die in Omni, so he gets the roar off before. That was merely a Swift Slash option, not an Omni. The Warden's dead, however. The Rises makes very quick work of the Maiden, who does not have buyback in the fight. Syrian Chains will catch 2. Pingu waiting for his opportunity to jump in here, holding on to his hook shot as well as the Orchid still. the
Well
attempt to get
done.
through Soul, but he's going to avoid the Scatter Blast, also avoids the Cookie
Well
here,
done.
back up to the high ground. Clip Leipnir onto 4 into the Searing Chains. Void's going to have to use the Yule Scepter, and now that's Pingu's opportunity to go in with the Orchid. He gets the kill. It goes to Flea, and the Omni Slash, sorry, a Swift Flash, and now the Omni onto Flea will nuke him down, but it's Realm versus 2. He's going to attempt to go for the TP out, and they lack the damage to kill him. But a fantastic fight by Alpha in the river, especially. That looks great.
Does the ping not show up for you? Oh, you just picked him up again.
Oh, okay.
The courier picked him up. You can see that now. He left him right next to the. You see that Radiant board in the bottom part?
Yep.
Like right next to it.
What's going on here? Soul?
Hook shot. Wow, okay. Pingu really committing to this. And they use the Nimbus. Orchid should be able to kill him. They don't actually need the Orchid. They also kill the Crystal Maiden. Yep. That's your stuns gone. So Rises feels pretty comfortable. There's double damages once again here. Oh. Okay, they don't avoid the Swarm, which means damage is way too high. And Rises is capable of decimating for Dawnbreaker. Going for more though. Want the other Spirit. Yes, he also this time. Soul activates the BKB. Rises deals too much damage to double damage. And Annihilate cannot get that Astral Step away.
The Gucci charge is like, it's problematic to say the least for Joe.
It feels bad. Like Beastmaster mitigates damage by giving it to his creeps, right? Ember just remnants away. Weaver Shukuchis are talentless away. Zeus doesn't care because he's too far away from the team fight anyway. And Pingu's ready to die.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's kind of a win everywhere. He even has Lotus Orb just in case.
They're in a tricky situation. They don't have buyback on any of their heroes.
Oh, Rises. He got caught, but he seems fine. In fact, he still has the time lapse. Is he gonna use it? There we go. Have us in place. Omni Slash used for Lotus Orb. Realm. It's actually the Swift Slash has been reflected, and Pingu died, but in exchange for the 2 enemy supports to be fine. There's the Omni Slash finally committed. Rises will just tank it because he has the Aegis regardless. From behind, Sunlight gets caught. Sunlight does manage to secure this kill against the Weaver though. Second life, no Primal Roar just yet. Can they time that stun perfectly? Not with a BKB, but they do get a pass off on 2 Rises.
It's a little risky.
Where's the help of the Ember? Just went back home actually, has a remnant to get back in. They catch this poor Sunlight. Sunlight will die. Swift Slash with a last minute bash, but Realm went a bit too far. The board slowing him. Gets help by the Glimmer Cape. Rises. You want to commit? Blade Fury does stun him. He has to get away. No time just yet. Here comes the Emperor though with a Searing Chain. Swarm on top of that. Kill support. Go for the Juggernaut. And they're both dead. 5 back on Jug, but he's the only one alive for his team. The Mega Creeps are coming.
Rises.
BB for what? He says. All right. All right. The old chat's getting spicier by the second. Rise is fighting him head on. Realm is gonna die a second time. His healing ward with him. Here comes Annihilate for one last fight. Rise is still manages to survive just barely though. And in fact, he might just be able to kill Annihilate with the help of Soul. They will punish both of these buybacks. BB for what? Says Rise.
Sunlight saying, just shut your mouth down. Well played, Flea. Well played, Flea. Carried your butt. Flea did play very well, I would say, both games for sure. There, a perfect line from Pingu, who played a fantastic game as well. I want to highlight that. Yeah, the GG. Good luck in Division 1 out from Realm. And the see you from Flea. See you there. It'll look like it's going to be a spicy rematch there for sure.
I actually think this might have been the